Welcome to another ASMcaR video. The mic is on. And away we go. Today we are going to be doing the second part of the Formula One Lego Scuderia Ferrari-24, the SF-24. As you can see on the box, the first part of the link is a whispered video, so I thought today would be nice to do a soft spoken. This is the new Speed Champions Lego Formula One collaboration, the 2025 version. This build is 10 up and is 275 pieces. We already opened the box, but that is my favorite part of opening. Indent where you punch your finger in and open it up. This channel is new, so I decided to make a channel of me building all of the Legos that I have acquired. I'm a huge race fan, specifically F1 and IndyCar, more so F1 nowadays. Okay, so we have bags 3, 4, 5, and 6. We also have the instructions that we started last time. If you like these videos, or if you want to see me do another build specific that I haven't done yet, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, this is a new channel, so any and all feedback is welcome. We also have our decal sheet that I've mentioned I'm not a huge fan of. I really enjoy the printed blocks over the decals, especially because I have really big, fat fingers, and I tend to have to use a pair of tweezers to make sure that these are aligned to the best of my ability. And last but not least, we can't forget our vehicle that we're building, our chassis of the SF-24. So I'll put this right up here for now. We left off that step number 4. Which shows we need to get them back 3 and 4. ASMRs. I believe the channel is called Southern ASMR. Her name is Mary, and she always likes to say that she does the crinkles first. So she doesn't tell anything, and she likes to do that first. Which I really enjoy, crinkles and cellophane specifically. Okay, we just dumped 3 and 4 out. And now we are on to step 34. We need to, I do like to separate these out by color. If it looks like we already have one of those pieces. I like to separate these out by color first because I find it to be easier when looking for a specifically a smaller piece. It's just easier for my brain to go to the color first and then sort through that smaller pile. So let's get these blocks in color groups. And I am going to do it today by bag. I don't know if it'll make a difference. I think they cross bags primarily. That's why they tell you to open them at the same time. Because I don't want to assume, but most kids that probably build these don't separate them. They're very eager to just start building. Again, I could be wrong. I probably would have done this as a kid still. But I don't know. I didn't really play with Legos as much as a kid. I was much more into trains. So I had those like little wooden train blocks, the train tracks that were like blocks looking. And I played with those and had like the little like magnets that connected the cars together. Okay, so step 34, we need this circular piece right here. And then a 2 sheet or 2, like it's different than most of the blocks because it's thinner. So let me see if I can get this image to be a little bit brighter. I think that might be a little bit better. Okay. We're going to put this on the first peg. And then this is going to go to the back side, which, where did we had a piece. Did I put it on the wrong side? I think I put it on the wrong side. This piece right here, I'm looking at it. See how this block is right here, and this is the front of the vehicle. The instructions show it at the back, which is not a big problem. This was done later in the evening, and it was the last step, so I just did it incorrectly. But like I mentioned before, the hardest part about fixing a mistake on Legos is not messing up the rest of the build. As you can see, I popped this one out, which is not a big deal, but it still sometimes makes it more difficult for you. Okay. Just make sure that this pops through correctly. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we can attach this part to the bottom, where this peg, this gray peg, will slide into that peg with the black sheet. Okay, now we need a 6 peg sheet, which looks like this. And that that is going to go right on top of the yellow bag. I shouldn't say right on top, but it's going to go so that these two dots are lined up. Perfect. And now step 36. We need 2 of these mini cheese pegs, or wedges, I should say, not pegs. And then 4 of these. They look like the is it kinetic or technic build pieces. So that's 3. We need 1 more. See, this is why I like to put them in color order. And then 2 of the gray. I assume that's gray because I don't see black ones. These little pegs. And we're going to first start with the peg in one of these blocks. Excuse me, 2 of these blocks. And then we're going to shove this. Maybe that's not the best way to describe that, but we're going to put this peg into this hole, connecting the 2 pieces. And then there should be just a little piece on top. It's not going to be flush across. And then we're going to put the wedge on facing the slants to the right. Okay, and then we are going to place that on the side of this peg. So there's a little cross there, as you can see, and then that's going to go right in line with that cross that we just inserted into that, replaced. And now that is right, so no, that is incorrect. So we can just flip this around. I just did it upside down, but that's okay because you can just make sure that it goes the right way the next time. So we're going to do that again. Put these on top like a sandwich. Put the peg inside. This one's a little trickier, so if you have to do one at a time, I think that's okay, as long as you get them to be connected. And then we're going to put the block on again. And we'll put this on this side, make sure it's going the right way so it mirrors the opposite peg that we just built. Like so. Okay, now 37, we need one of these boat pieces, one of the clear, this looks like a bra. I mean, a clear bra. I'm sure they exist. We need 2 of each of these, so where's the other bowed black piece? Do I have it? There it is. I was going to say we always have extras, but this might be the one that we don't. Okay, so the first step is to put the white peg in. I'm going to call it a bra. It's like it looks actually kind of like a cup holder. Okay, and then we need one of these gray rings, kind of like washers. And then we need one of these to connect it together. So it's kind of difficult to make sure it pops in. Okay. If you're following these videos in real time, I mean, it's not going to be exactly in real time, but if you follow F1, the latest news is that Yuki Tsunoda is going to be replacing Liam Lawson. They're going to be swapping seats, so Liam Lawson will be going to, or I should say going back to VCAR, Visa Cash App Racing Rules. And Yuki is going to be taking just place these on top of, I should say, on top of, just under the piece that we just built. So this peg will go right here. I'm assuming it goes all the way up to the little washer. Or as much as it can. And I think you just have to push it a little bit. Okay. And once again, I apologize for some of these angles and the lighting. I'm still trying to finesse exactly how I want to set up this studio area. But that feedback is also helpful. I think this is right. It seems so loose. But I don't know, maybe these are the wheel level? Oh, I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now, and hopefully more pieces will make it. They're just like loose, you know. I think they're supposed to be. I'm not going to question it. Okay, now we need 2 of these little like crane pieces, or crane claw pieces almost, I should say. A little hook on top. Don't see it. It has one peg. It's like one of these, but it has a little claw on top. Here it is. See if this will help. That's much better. I just don't like the shadow it cast on. There we go. Okay, so this piece will go, it looks like on this side. And I would assume it's going to go on top. Yep. That's the one thing about Legos is sometimes they don't do the best job at I understand what they're doing, but I think they could maybe simplify it or show this side first and then on the other side, because I don't know, you don't really see what direction you're going until you really look at the picture. So, okay, where's the other one now? Here it is. They like to hide. This one will go on this side, on top of the gray piece. And then 39, we need a single, like one of the open peg ones. Again, I don't know these names of these blocks. I really only build F1 Legos. So if you know the correct names for these, I would love to know in the comments as well. I'm also looking for one of these, like a quarter, not semicircle, demi-circle, I don't know, the quad, I don't know, is that it? That's not it. I'm having a difficult time finding pieces today. That has to be it then. No, I don't think those are it. Like these, see how these look fully domed, and this piece has a sharp edge to it. So I don't think that is the correct piece, but I can't find the other ones. This is really interesting. Here's one. See the difference between that and that? They don't look similar at all, but that was the only rounded thing I could find. So I need one of those, and now it's time to find the other one. Okay. We're halfway there. There's one. And where's the other quarter dome piece? Here it is. Now what I'm going to do, I know that I said I was going to do these per the instructions. However, I think it'll be easier if we do the stickers first for each of them and then build them instead of trying to put them on the car afterwards. So I'm going to skip ahead here and I'm going to make sure that our stickers are correct. So we need 15 and we need, oh see, it's going to make me, this is like really, I really hate how they do this. Unless they're 15 labeled together, I'm just going to guess. Let's see. Yeah, they are. So 15 and 15. So let's get our stickers out first and then get these taken care of. And the words, or the letters I should say, go on top. Flip this one around so that it's easier for me to put on. Okay. Now we're going to put these on top of these pegs. Oh no, I did this one wrong. I wasn't looking at where the hole was. It's so annoying. So this is what it should look like. But see, I just grabbed it. It's on upside down. Okay. Here's another annoying part about Legos is if you put the sticker on upside down, it is very hard to get it off without ruining the decal. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video real quick and I'm going to go get a blade and I'm going to try to get this off without ruining the decal. I just did it off camera because it was just easier to fix my hair, but see how the hole is on the bottom now? It was just upside down. So now we're going to connect that other piece. So we have two identical pieces. And those are going to go on opposite sides of each other on the rear side of the car, right here. Okay, just gonna move a little bit. See, I'm glad I took the effort to make it go the right way. It would look weird if the Shell logo was upside down. That would really bother me. Okay, step 40. We are going to build out 4 of these pieces. I'm glad I already did that. One of the traditional looking squares. And then one of the tan. This is weird. It's very perforated, or not perforated, what should I say? Ribbed. Sorry, I have a dirty mind. Okay. This piece is going to go right behind. Nope. The square is going to go right behind, followed by the tan ribbed piece, followed by each of these weird looking, like domed, or just smooth edged, I should say. And the smooth part, or like the rounded part, is going to go on the inside or facing inside of the car. Pressing down on these pieces are kind of delicate, so I should probably lift it up. Perfect. 41, we need one of these, or two of these, single peg, followed by, it looks, I think these are the right, yeah, one for each side. And we need more decals, so 6 and 10. I'm gonna build the piece first, like it says, and then I can put the decal on just because I know this is gonna be okay to manage. So that single piece goes in right here, and then the single piece goes in right here. And we need one, so it looks like this piece is number 10 and this piece is number 6. If you're ever confused, just lay the piece right next to which one. As you can see, they're going the same way with the angle. So let's do number 6 first. We can find number 6 right here. Yeah, if you're following in like relatively real time this season and you're an F1 fan, you also know that both Ferraris were disqualified last week in China. Lewis Hamilton was disqualified for, I forget what the term was, the rear mount or the rear, like the board underneath the car, I believe was too thin. And Charles was disqualified for an underweight car, which was so unfortunate because they would have had a pretty good weekend, especially with Lewis winning the sprint race. Okay, now we're going to put these on either side, so they're going to flare out towards the front of the vehicle. So these are going to go all alongside the square, so like that. And this is like the back of the like side pod. It's like it's not the side pod because the side pod's going to be right here, but this is like the leading towards the like exhaust area. Okay, now we need 2 of these pre-built or pre-printed pieces, which I think this just looks so much better, and I don't know why we couldn't have done that all along, you know. But okay, those are gonna go with, I would assume, the words facing up. Wait, did I put those in the wrong place? I totally did. Oh no. They go right here on the rear. Here's the other piece. There we go. I know I've only started with ASMR Legos, but the idea of this channel really, I have a dog hair on that, is really from just going through some of the merch that I have. And so it's not going to be all Legos, it's going to be all things racing. So if you have ideas or have objects that you think would be a good idea to share with y'all, love the feedback. The next video I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break from the Legos for a minute, and I'm going to do an iPad recording of me writing results from the Chinese Grand Prix. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. It'll be out soon. It might already be out. But I wanted to start with Legos because I felt like, one, they're fun for all of us, and I've been itching to make these because they're brand new. But two, because I had them lying in my house and I was tired of looking at them, and I really wanted to display them. Okay. This doesn't look like it. Oh, it's because it was upside down. Step 43 is going to go at the bottom underneath the yellow. And this is the problem with having a dog, is when I don't finish a build in one sitting, then these pieces get dog hair on them. Okay, 44, we are going to make one of these almost triangle looking pieces with one of these opened like L shapes. We're going to put the open side right here. And then we are going to attach that, so we're going to put that upside down, I think. Yep, it's going to go on this little gray peg right there. So this is going to go maybe around the outside. Also, my dishwasher is going right now. I think that's what that means. I think I did this on the wrong side. Yeah, I totally did. But that's okay. We'll do this. Well, I guess we'll just take this off. I really don't want to, though, because yeah, we're just gonna repeat this. This is where I would do this together. And this is what I get for yapping, because this is where you mess up instead of concentrate. But we're gonna rebuild this piece. I did this step correctly. I just did it on the wrong side. So it doesn't. A lot of times, Legos doesn't like to do it mirrored. They like to do one step at one side at a time. So we're just gonna rebuild step 43, and we're going to place it on the other side, and then we'll go back to the regular instructions. Let's see. Oh, that's the floor underneath this iPod. That's cool. Okay, so that piece goes right here. We already put it on, which is right here. So now, since we're on this side, let's go back to the instructions. So it shows you we need one of these 2x1s, and then maybe that's what you call blocks, like a piece of wood. That would probably make sense. I'm not a handyman, so if that's what they're called, I'm gonna start calling them like that. Okay, 2x1. They tell you to make sure that it's not one that has the stripe on it. So see this one? These are the same blocks, but this one has a stripe on it. So don't use this one. Okay. And we're going to put this on the side. So this is going to go underneath. The red is going to go underneath the yellow. Oh, look. Forgot I saw that. So let's put these two up here that have the white line on them. And this one doesn't. So this one's going to go underneath the yellow. And then this gray piece is going to go put it one peg. See what I mean? Just put one peg too far, so it's going to go on this one, leaving one black peg on the end of each side, and then this is going to go on that last peg. Get in there. There we go. That's coming along. That's really cool. Okay, now we need one with a stripe up here. And, singular. Oh, no, not that one. One with a flush. Like no peg at all. And we're going to put this on the right. And that is going to go with the block facing the rear of the vehicle onto the yellow. So this white line matches up with this. And the yellow line, I guess, too. But that's the yellow block, this is the printed. It's cool. I'm glad that they did that instead of a decal for those blocks. That would be very confusing. Okay, so now we need 47. We need, okay, what is this? We need, I'm just looking at the steps now, but let's go to this, a singular peg, one of these L looking open pegs and closed pegs, one of these singular unit blocks, and then one of these, they look kind of like chairs, like corner chairs that you would see at like a restaurant. Okay, and then we need decals. So let's do the decal first. It's number 11. Right here. Number 11 is going to go with the yellow. See, this is where I really have to pay attention. The yellow, like this, with the peg facing out. Okay. See, this is so hard. I want it to be perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not too bad. It was giving me anxiety though. Okay, so this piece is going to go onto this L with the open peg. And then, did I do that right? No, did it the wrong way. Like so. And then we need the singular peg with the block with the peg on it, not the flush one, on that side. And then the L, the chair looking thing, is going to go upside down, so that is like that. Okay. And that is going to go on this side. Right? Yep. Follow the lines, Jake. Follow the lines. So that's going to go right there. It's going to snap into place. So you can see the lines, the decals match the paint of the aerodynamics of the wind. Or the airstream, I should say, not the wind. Okay, number 1. We need a 2x1. We need one of these opened L things. And then we need that. Maybe. Yeah. I think this one, yeah. And we need this one to make sure that it doesn't have a line on it. which it doesn't. So the first step is to put the tube onto this out. And then we need to put this cover on top of that. See, I don't want to do this correctly. So that's correct. Let's flip this around. Yep. And then the singular block goes underneath. And then we need a number 27 decal on top. 27 decal. I think this might be a 3-part video. I underestimated the number of decals and the time that this build would take. So I think, I don't know if we'll get through all of this one today. We'll keep going for now. Okay, so that decal lines up with this printed. See, if they printed it, I wish, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything that's above my pay grade. We're going to stick this on the side, which is then the side pod, which is really cool. That's so cool. I love that. I love that so much. Okay. Let's get to at least step 60 so that it'll be 3 parts. Okay. Step 149, we're going to need one of these pieces. A tall block and I think, no, one of these that has like a little circles or, I don't know what that is called, like they look like SpongeBob teeth, but right. Okay. For this piece, we need a decal number 19. Yeah, the decals really take a whole lot of time and energy, at least in my opinion, because I'm not one to just like throw things on there. It might look like it, but I'm trying my best to make sure that they're lined up perfectly. So let's make sure that this is the right way. Okay. And also doing this, see, that one went on way too quickly for my liking, which we're just gonna let it be what it is. Even with tweezers, it really makes my OCD not happy. So this piece goes on top, it clicks into this. Like so. And then we're going to flip it around. And we're going to attach, so like this part is going to be right here. And we're going to need a number 14 sticker or decal to go onto that. So 14 is going to be the Ray-Bans decal, which I run a lot, and there's a Ray-Ban store. Actually, I don't know if it's a store, but it's definitely, I think it is a store. It's a advertisement on a window, like a window, I don't know what you call them, window decal advertisement. And I always pass it in cash. And this was last year. I actually haven't run by it this year yet, but it had Charles and Carlos. Am I doing this the right way? I think I did the wrong one. Gosh darn it. think maybe I did it right. No, I didn't. Okay, so I had the right piece, but I didn't have it on the right side. I was trying to put it on this side. As you can see, there's still some glue. These stickers go on real quickly and very unforgivingly. So we'll put this back on. This is why I like to build the piece first before doing so, but okay. That's gonna go on to the side pod. I guess the rear. This is the first part of the side pod, like so. Or no, this is the rear that I'm putting on. See, I think just like it would just look better if they were printed. It's not like the end of the world, but I think that it would look a lot better. Okay, we're going to flip this around to the other side. This is the step that we did already. So we already have that in place. And now we're just going to do the same exact thing that we did before, which is have one of these pieces with one of these pieces that has the hole in it. And we're going to build it identically so that I don't mess this up for the third time today. Or fourth, I can't keep track. Right there. And we're going to flip it upside down. And we're going to put it on this little gray peg right here. This is the part where you start seeing things like really become very fragile. And then we need one of these pieces that doesn't have the white line. Like so. And one of these pieces. And they're not going to go together. They're going to go, remember, in between the black pieces. So one peg is on either side of the red. And then the gray is going to go, I believe, right here. Yep. Like that. And then we're going to build out this white piece. So we need one of these and a flush peg. So that is going to go on top. Like that. And this is going to line up with the white, like so. That is the good thing about, doing each side and they're similar is like you already kind of know what you're doing. So, I mean, it does leave room, like me, for error, but at least you're familiar with what you're building. And then one of these little seat looking things, and we need to do number 13 decal. And that is going to go with the peg facing the other way. And I believe that the yellow going down like that, yep. So we want to do it this way. This makes me so nervous. There we go. So that is like that, and then we're going to put this L piece with the open hole in, and then the other piece on top right here, and then the seat looking cover is going to go on this side, I believe, with that facing out here, so that this is all one wall, and that is going to go on the reverse side. Like this. And it's nice because, as you can see, it's mirroring. So you know that like this is the right direction because it's the same on the other side. Okay. Let's put the decal on first, just, This is also the piece of this. It looks gross right now. Don't judge me. It's old. I need to get a new one. But it's the razor. So if you're doing these, if you're following along, that's a little hack that I like to use. Is one of these little like razor blades. But be very careful. I would not recommend even like a 10-year-old using that. I've cut myself on them before. Okay. Number 30. Which is going to be right here. And we're going to put that on just as we do. As you can see, those lines line up very nicely. So let's just go back and make sure that we are doing this step correctly. So we need one of these pieces with the 2x1 on the top. Connect this so, and then a single piece right where that goes. And then we are going to put this on this side. If it'll go on. It just didn't click very wobbly. Okay. And then let's do step or decal number 18 and 19 because I don't want to mess this up. So this is correct, like so. Let's do that first because that was the problem we had last time. Number 18. That's going to go right on top. And then decal number 19 is going to go with the letters facing this way. I don't want to say left or right because depending on the way that you're looking at it or the way that it goes on the car, see that it's annoying. Still a little crooked, but. And then we need one of these SpongeBob teeth looking pieces that is going to pop right in. It's clicking on 2 levels, so it's going to click right there, and it's going to click on that inner piece. That's nice. And this goes right here. And we're going to put that right on the opposite side. Oh, that's cool. You can like adjust this. Do you see that? That's really cool. I don't know if that's going to stay like that, but that's really nice. Okay. So we made more progress today. I'm going to finish this in the next video, since we have to open up bag 5 and 6, and those are the last bags. As always, we have some remaining pieces, and we also have quite a few remaining stickers or decals. So just knowing the way that I've been working, I think it'll be best if we move on to another video just for time, and hopefully you've gotten some nice relaxing tingles from this video. I did want to share that Ferrari is the oldest F1 team on the grid. They've been in Formula One since the very beginning. They entered the very first F1 World Championship in 1950, and they're the only team that has competed in every single season of Formula One. They also get some money for their budget from that as well. We'll finish this in the next video, but we're starting to see the car, the SF-24. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to let me know what you like. If there's anything that you would like me to build or review that is race related. All of your feedback is very appreciated, and I appreciate everyone who has said anything, reviewed anything so far. It's been really exciting for me. I hope you have a great rest of whatever time of day, and I will see